we have an absolutely special guest on the line right now, joining us all the way from Manhattan in the United States of America. From her debut in 2011 to becoming the only African player in history to win 5 straight women's AfroBasket titles, Sarah Ogoke has defined an era. Now, this year, she pulled off her toughest comeback yet, returning to competition just over 6 months after giving birth. A certified surgeon, she has balanced feeding her son Courtside with leading the Tigress to another continental crown, and her baby became a regular in the locker room. Some would even say a team mascot, cradled by everyone from teammates to the Minister of Sports. Now a national honoree, a homeowner, and $100,000 richer. She's still hungry to make more history. Gentlemen, I would like you to give a warm applause for the one and only Dr. Sarah Ogoke-Taylor, OON, $100,000 richer, and of course, and there she is with our mascot and her baby Bradley. Sarah, thank you so much for coming through tonight. It's an absolute pleasure to have you on the show. And, you know, first and foremost, let me salute you for everything you've done. It's been an amazing, amazing journey. Let me start by asking, has it sunk in yet? The fact that, you know, you're a 5-time African champion, has it sunk in yet?
Oh my gosh, it's just been an amazing feeling. You know, even here in the States, here in New York, you know, I went to a Nigerian restaurant to buy some egusi yesterday, and people said, I know that hair. I know that hair. Are you the one that was feeding your baby? Oh my God. And, you know, just constant reminders each and every day, every moment of what I've accomplished, what this team has accomplished. And I'm just so thankful. You know, it's been a wild ride, and I'm enjoying every bit of it.
Oh, wow.
All right, then. I mean, being a 5-time champion, you've won these 5 different years. What is the major distinguishing feeling for you in the 5 different championship reigns?
Sorry?
You need to ask that question again. She did. I think she got that.
What's the distinctive feeling through winning 5 different championships?
Wow, I mean, every single championship came with, you know, its own feeling. But I think this last championship, you know, being able to bring my son, my husband, my mother, you know, my entire family along for this amazing journey was just, it just made this one all the more special.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I mean, once again, congrats, Sarah. You've been a rookie in this team. You've been captain, now you're a veteran. Who knows, you could probably be coach. Impossible is nothing. But I wanted to ask you, can you talk us through the evolution of this team? I mean, you've been with this team since 2011. This team has evolved. This is 2025. Can you talk us through that evolution?
Absolutely. When I came in 2011, I was the only collegiate athlete to make the team. Now I'm a veteran. This team has seen some amazing players, both home-based and abroad-based, come through the program. And every year for the last 15 years, the team has just found a way to continue to improve and get better. The likes of people like Adora Elanu, Nkechi Akashili, Mfon Udoka, so many people that have paved way to get this program where we are today, where people like Amy Okonkwo, who's the back-to-back AfroBasket MVP, and arguably, not even arguably, but I did some research, and I think she's the youngest back-to-back AfroBasket MVP in history, you know, which is amazing to be able to play with her, as well as Ezine Kalu, who is the heartbeat, the engine of our team. She comes in and she just finds a way to get the job done. Such a fierce competitor. And then Promise, who is a silent assassin who comes in. She's quiet, she's respectful, she's low maintenance.
Birth to your baby there. What has been the biggest challenge for you in that journey?
Wow, I mean, you know, the biggest challenge I would say was mentally. You know, after giving birth, it's not easy, but with the support of my friends, my family, my husband, my mother, my dad, I've just been able to do what I needed to do, which is put the work in to get myself back to form to be able to compete at the highest level. So I'm thankful for my family.
But was there any point in time throughout the entire journey where you began to doubt whether you could combine everything together, motherhood, top-level basketball, and also work as a surgeon? Was there any point you doubted yourself?
Absolutely not, because from a young age, I always knew that this is what I wanted to do. I've always wanted to be a doctor. I became really good at basketball, and even while reading biology, I was still able to compete and play in collegiate sports, which was not easy. So I've been juggling the two for a while. And then, when I was blessed enough to have my son, which was a huge blessing, I had the support of my family, which made things feasible in order for me to achieve my goals and come back and win.
And talking about support, even throughout the tournament, Bentley was a big hit in the locker room with all your teammates joining in and helping you, hold him and feed him as well. How much the support of your teammates? How much did that mean to you, and how did that impact your performance in the tournament?
It meant everything. This was a brand new experience. This was a brand new experience for all of us. This was the first time that a baby came along for the ride. And I was so thankful to have the support of so many amazing women to carry Bentley, feed him, put him to sleep. Coach Rena was supportive. My teammates were supportive. Ministers came in carrying Bentley. Presidents, vice presidents, even the vice president, when we were acknowledged, supported Bentley. So I'm so thankful to be able to have my tribe, my community, to not only support me, but to be there to have an impact on my little boy, because I know he's gonna definitely remember this in one way or the other in the future.
Amen to that.
Yeah, quickly, if I could quickly ask, you missed the Olympics in Paris last year because of the pregnancy. Big shout out to your boy, by the way. But how did you handle that emotionally, and how did that feel your return?
Yeah, it wasn't easy, but I had the support of the federation. I had the support of my teammates. They supported me in ways that I didn't even know I could be supported. It wasn't easy not being able to play, but as I was supporting my teammates from afar, they were also supporting me by.
Rena Wakama, she's been called a motivator and a history maker. What's one thing she does that inspires you?
The number one thing that she does that inspires me is being herself. She's young. She's an African woman. She's a go-getter. She's fierce. She's a competitor. And she knows what she wants in this life. And that in itself is an amazing inspiration for all women of all different ages. And I'm just so proud of her and what she's been able to accomplish. And if people don't know, she's extremely young, so the sky's her limit. This is just the beginning for her.
I can imagine. So, but let's go back to you, Sarah. Whether you like it or not, you are an icon for a lot of young women everywhere. You're a mother, you're a 5-time African champion, you're a surgeon. Balancing everything together has been incredible. How do you manage to navigate being 3 different things, or even 4, because you're also a wife? So how do you manage balancing all these things and ensuring that you continue to be the best at all of them? And what would you like to say to all these young women out there who see you and they say, I want to be like Sarah, she can do so much, and she's shown that she can do so much?
First and foremost, having a baby is not the end of the world. In fact, it's the beginning of a beautiful life, the beautiful life of motherhood. I feel like since I've given birth, my status has elevated. I've entered a special guild, a special sorority of amazing women who are called mothers, and I'm thankful for that. Anybody that wants to achieve their dreams, first and foremost, don't be limited. I've never not once felt like, oh, I can't do this because it's not possible. I've just put one foot ahead of the other and continued in my journey, doing the best that I can and keeping my eyes open for opportunity, keeping my eyes open for, instances that I can control and letting go of things that I can't control. I do my best every day and that's all I can do. But I also think I'm just built a little bit differently because things that are simple and straightforward to me, they're a little bit complicated. So I'm just thankful overall.
So Sarah, you're a bona fide GO8 in Nigerian basketball, no doubt. At this stage, you definitely have, what it takes to be able to contribute to whatever is going on locally in Nigeria. We know that women's basketball in Nigeria has grown, but there are still challenges. And if you could change one thing in the sports locally, what would it be?
I think this is a good opportunity to give a shout out to Zenith Bank, who has been a longtime sponsor of the Zenith Women's Basketball League, which has transformed so many lives and given out so many opportunities for young women all over the world. We have several players on the national team that are direct, results from the Women's Basketball League that Zenith has sponsored. The Nigeria Zenith Women's Basketball League, like MJ, who's a former MVP and who has gone on to play in the WNBA, which is amazing. Vera played in the league. Blessing played in the Zenith Women's Basketball League. So the current infrastructure has tried. To improve it, I would try to, me personally, I'm really looking forward to working locally in Imo State to try to start doing more camps, to women's camps, women empowerment camps, young ladies camps, so that women can have an opportunity to play the game, groom their skills, as well as, have that camaraderie and experience that I had growing up. Additionally, I would like to create some type of league that younger players from the age of maybe 10 to 18 can look forward to be able to play more often during the year, which is a luxury that I'm thankful that I was able to have playing here in the States. So now I would like to try to contribute to something like that. And, big shout out to our Imo State governor, Governor Hope, who's doing an amazing job. I would like to one day work with him to be able to establish more sports infrastructure in Imo State as well.
Wow. Okay.
All right, Sarah. The Tigers fan base has grown over the years. How does the energy impact the team both on and off the court?
The Tigers what?
The Tigers fan base has grown over the years. How does the energy of the fan base affect the team on and off the court?
Oh my goodness. Shout out to Joy John, who is the sole social media handler of the D-Tigers Twitter page, of the D-Tigers Instagram page. She's grown the page from 0 followers since 2021 to over 30,000 followers now on Instagram, now 3 years later, and almost 100,000 followers on Twitter. She does such a great job. She keeps the fans entertained. She keeps them engaged. And that's what it's all about. It's about exposure. It's about accessibility. It's about, being able to put the girls on the platform whereby the fans have that accessibility to be able to enjoy these games, So it's very important, and I think she's been doing a great job.
Well, Sarah, we won't keep you for much longer, but we have to acknowledge everything you've achieved. 5-time African champion, or member of the Order of the Niger. Well, and I'm asking myself, is there anything that you still want to achieve? Because it seems you've done it all. Mother, wife, medical doctor, African champion. Is there anything that you're still looking forward to in your career?
What else do I want to achieve? There's so much still yet to achieve, Sorry?
Yeah, go ahead. What else is there for you to achieve?
I said there's so much still to be able to achieve, There's so much work to still be done back home. Ultimately, with my experience as a physician, I want to be able to come back home and do medical missions to be able to help go to different villages, so that and medical missions to be able to give people health care. I want to do more camps, both in Imo State and all over Nigeria, and continue to support the infrastructure that is the Nigerian people.
Well, Sarah, like I said, you are absolutely amazing. Being able to do this interview with Bentley, who also wants to be a part of it as well, just shows just how much of an amazing star that you are. So thank you so much for coming through tonight on Game On. It's an absolute pleasure to have you on the show. Once again, a round of applause to five-time women's Afro. Guys, join in, AfroBasket winner. It's not every day that we have a superstar with us in the studio. Thank you so much for your time and all the very best in the rest of your career. Bye, Bentley.